Hello, my friend, and welcome to Wisdom Trek. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, your guide to wisdom and creating a living legacy. Thank you for joining us for our 5-day-per-week wisdom and legacy building podcast. Today is day 661 of our trek, and it is Wisdom Wednesday. Every Wednesday along Life's Trail, we will dig for the nuggets of wisdom that are found in the book of Proverbs. Today, we will explore Proverbs chapter 20 from the Voice translation, which will give us a fresh perspective on this book of timeless wisdom. We are broadcasting from our studios at the Big House in Marietta, Ohio. We are making some progress on our backlog of the workload, which is refreshing. Although as my femur fracture continues to heal, I find that I do become fatigued much quicker than I would have otherwise. I am just using a cane now, as my leg has strengthened enough where I no longer need the walker or the crutches. On the home front, we did receive our lawnmower back from the service shop, where it had been for a little over 3 weeks. The grass definitely needs cut now, with all the rain that we had during July. Since I won't be able to operate the mower for a few weeks, Paula plans on getting out this week to take care of it. We both enjoy mowing, so it will give her an opportunity to get outside a bit. Turning to our passage for today, we are once again reminded that we need to show restraint when speaking. Words can build others up, or it can destroy them. Our passage today reminds us of this. Proverbs chapter 20 could be referred to as the wise watch their words. In this chapter, we again find a large number of proverbs using God's personal covenant name, which is Yahweh. There is also many proverbs that refer to Israel's king, such as verses 2, 8, 26, and 28. Therefore, we find a strong theme of divine authority and justice along with the wisdom found in this chapter. Wisdom becomes much more desirable when you realize that you are under the watchful eye of God and the king. The chapter emphasizes showing wisdom with our words. We see that hasty words, empty words, and harmful speech have serious repercussions. Therefore, choose your words carefully. As you listen or read through this chapter, pay close attention to verses 6, 9, 11, 14, 19, 20, 22, and 25. And then ask yourself how your words might be viewed in the eyes of God and those who are in authority over you. Lastly, have you noticed that the further we get into the sayings of Solomon, the more sophisticated the wisdom? Many of these sayings read like riddles. Their meaning doesn't lie on the surface. You have to pause and ponder the words and the mysteries of life which they point to. You may want to take time to go through today's wisdom journal with chapter 20 as you discover its wisdom. But for now, listen intently as I read Proverbs chapter 20. Too much wine begins to mock you. Too much strong drink leads to noisy fights, and whoever is misled by either is not wise. A king's wrath strikes fear like a lion's roar. Those who provoke him to anger sentence themselves to death. Honor is due to those who refuse to fight at the drop of a hat, but every fool jumps at the opportunity to quarrel. A slacker procrastinates when it is time to plow, so when it is time to harvest, there are no crops in the field. The real motives come from deep within a person, as from deep waters, but the discerning person is able to draw them up and expose them. Most people claim to be loyal, but can anyone find a trustworthy person? The right living act with integrity. The children who follow their examples are happy. When a king sits on his throne as a judge, he ferrets out all evil and scatters it with a royal stare. Who can say, I have cleaned my heart? Or who can proclaim, I am purified from sin? False weights and differing measures are alike. Both are disgusting to the eternal. Youth reveal their true nature by their actions, whether they do what is pure and right or not. Ears to listen, eyes to see. The eternal designed them both. Do not fall in love with sleep, or you will awake a poor person. Stay awake, get to work, and you will have more than enough food. Bad quality for a bad price, bargains the buyer, but then he runs off with his prize in tow, bragging, what a steal. Gold and rubies abound, but the lips that utter knowledge are a rare jewel. If someone guarantees a stranger's debt, hold his garment as collateral. If the stranger is a foreigner, hold the creditor responsible. At first, the bread of lies tastes sweet, until guilt reduces it to gravel in the mouth. Plans are finalized on the basis of good counsel, so only go to war when you have wise instruction. A gossip will reveal your secrets, so avoid the company of people who talk openly and foolishly. If someone pronounces a curse on his parents, the lamp of his life will be snuffed out as complete darkness creeps in. An inheritance acquired hastily at first will end up not being blessed after all. Do not say, "I will get even for this evil." Wait for the Eternal. He will defend you. He despises dishonesty in business. False weights and deceptive scales are wrong. Every one of our steps are directed by Him, so how can you attempt to figure out your own way? Those who rashly dedicate something to God are trapped. Only afterwards do they realize what they have promised. A wise king weeds out the wrongdoers, then drives over them with his threshing wheel of justice. The lamp of the Eternal illuminates the human spirit, searching our inmost intimate thoughts. Loyal love and faithfulness safeguard the king. His throne is perpetuated through loyal love. The best assets of youth is the strength of their body, but the beauty of age is gray hair. Severe punishment scrubs away evil, and though blows scour the inmost parts. That will conclude our exploration of Proverbs 20. Which of these proverbs do you need to work on? How do your actions and integrity line up with this chapter? It is only when you allow God's Word to change your heart and mind will you see a change in your life. Each week we will explore a full chapter in Proverbs. I hope that you'll join us next week for Proverbs chapter 21, so that you can gain wisdom, insight, and understanding for yourself. The entire book of Proverbs provides us with rich wisdom, insight, and understanding on a myriad of life issues. And regardless of where you are on your faith walk, if the precepts of Proverbs are followed, your life will be much more rich and satisfying. I encourage you to take them and plant the seeds of wisdom into your heart so that you'll reap a harvest of wisdom throughout your entire life. Tomorrow we will continue with our 3-minute wisdom nugget that will provide you just a bit of wisdom that, if followed, will allow you to grow healthier, wealthier, and wiser each day. So encourage your friends and family to join us and then come along with us tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, creating a legacy. That will finish our trek for today. If you'd like to listen to any of the past daily treks or read the Wisdom Journal, they are all available at wisdom-trek.com. You can also subscribe at iTunes or Google Play so that each day's trek will be downloaded to you automatically. And thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, but most importantly, I am your friend as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal. And as we take this trek of life together, let us always live abundantly, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and then leave a living legacy each day. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and then create a great day every day. See you tomorrow.